Hey guys, so I wanted to sit and talk to you for a bit about the new Wacom One tablet that Wacom sent me recently, and I am having the most fun lately working with it. You can see here I just recorded some of my process of what I've been doing lately with what I've been working on. I have been really into doing pen and ink drawings. I'm using India ink, Speedball Black India ink, and dip pens. So my process has started with just creating the artwork with that medium, and I've been really focusing lately on creating work without focusing too much on what I'm creating, if that makes sense, and kind of just letting myself be free with it and not overthinking what I'm creating and kind of just letting it be a way to let go for a bit. And so for this particular one, it was just a bunch of clouds, and I was looking at a few references just to see the way the light hit it. But for the most part, it was just kind of wherever I felt like putting a cloud, that's where I put it, and just working with different ways of hatching and shading with the pen. So once I've got the ink drawing itself to a place that I like it, then I'll go ahead and scan it into Photoshop at 1200 or 600 dpi, depending on how much I'm going to blow it up later on if I end up printing it. And then once I've got it scanned in black and white to start with, I'll go ahead and put it in Photoshop, and here's where I started trying out the new tablet. And so far it's been amazing. The resolution is great. The pen is super lightweight and easy to hold. I will compare it a bit to, so currently I have the Cintiq 13-inch, I believe, is what I'm using. And right off the bat, the biggest comparison is the pens. And I do really enjoy the lightweight feel of the Wacom One pen. It is much lighter than the Cintiq. The only downside compared to it is that the Wacom One does not have an eraser on the pen, which really isn't a big deal. It just took me a minute to get used to not flipping my pen around whenever I was drawing because there wasn't an eraser on the other end. But it was easy enough because I just have my keyboard next to me. It was easy enough to hit E, the shortcut to the eraser, and then flip back to the brush. Really wasn't a hassle at all once I got used to that after a couple times of doing it. The other difference is that the Wacom One pen only has one button on the side compared to the two buttons on the Cintiq pen. And the only reason I like the two buttons is because I have it set to zoom in and zoom out on air. And so then on the Wacom One, it just took a bit to get used to. I set the button to just to zoom in, and then if I needed to zoom out, I could hold down Z on my keyboard and then pull or drag the pen out and it would zoom out. So that really wasn't an issue. Same with the eraser, just took a bit to get used to. But I will say the good trade-off though is the lighter weight to the pen. And then overall, just the size of the tablet, I love how lightweight it is. It's very clean cut. The lack of buttons wasn't a problem for me because I was used to that on the Cintiq. So it's a very just sleek, straightforward screen. And for having it be the cheapest one that Wacom's come out with the screen display, I think it's an amazing option for anyone looking to upgrade from just the drawing pad to the screen, because I used to have the Intuos about a year and a half ago, and then I wanted to upgrade to the screen. And Intuos ones are great as well, but this is the perfect way to transition to using a screen, and it has all the amazing benefits as the other screens do. It's a really perfect size. You really don't need a huge screen anyways, in my opinion. I've never even wanted to update from the Cintiq to get a bigger screen than that. So this is a really great size. And the other great thing about it, at least for me, and I don't know if this pertains to anyone else, but I work between home and school, and so most of the time I'll do my work at home, and I have my tablets at home and stuff, and I'll attach them to my laptop. But sometimes we have time to work in class, and if I don't have my tablet there with me, it's kind of hard to do things because you're just working with a mouse. So I have gone through the work of bringing my Cintiq to school, putting it in this huge laptop bag, and it's kind of cumbersome. So this is the Wacom One is much more lightweight and less bulky and heavy, so I'd feel much more comfortable bringing that to school if I ever need to do that again. So that's a really huge plus to this. It's just purely just the size of it, and what you can do with it wherever you go. It does still have to be plugged into an outlet and plugged into your computer, but even in terms of that, I like, weirdly, the cords are lighter weight than the Cintiq as well, and so easier to find a plug, or to carry it with the tablet itself. It's just overall less bulky and much more easy to transport. So I'm so glad to be able to try this tablet out, and solely even just for the fact of being able to bring it wherever I go, or bring it to school, is a lot faster and a lot easier. It's a great size. The way the pen draws on it feels great, and the resolution and everything. So I would 100% recommend you guys go out and get one of these if you are thinking about upgrading to a screen display. This is the perfect transition into using those, and it's a great price. So that's all I really have to say about it. I'm so excited to keep working with it and keep making more of these pieces with it. At the moment, I'm mostly just using my tablets to color what I'm working on, using different brushes and stuff, since I'm enjoying the mix of doing traditional and digital in my pieces. So that's all I've got to say about that, but I really hope you guys consider getting one of these because it's been an amazing experience so far. Thanks, guys.